What's up everyone? I have a 5 Hamster victory for today. Hamster is a tier 5 unit with the ability of giving you 1 gold whenever you roll. It has 2 triggers per turn, but that can be reset whenever you combine hamsters onto each other and level them up. We'll be using that trick later on in the game to be making some extra gold, but for now we're just trying to reach that point in the game. For now you can see I'm doing a very standard strategy, just taking frogs and marmosets, which I believe are two of the best units in the star pack, at least at tier 1 anyway. And the idea is going to be for us to roll into a capybara, which unfortunately does not happen. However, we do roll into an okapi, which is something I quite rarely use, but here I decide to take one. And unfortunately we'll only be getting a single roll to be increasing the stats of the okapi. In case you don't know, the okapi gains extra stats when you roll up to 5 times per turn. I guess it would make sense that you don't know, because almost nobody uses that ability. But yeah, hopefully we roll into a capybara, because I believe those two are quite synergistic with each other. Unfortunately we roll into yet another okapi, but it may actually be a blessing in disguise, because we get very high stats so early in the game. You can see we have 2 6 7s on turn 4 in the star pack, which is kind of a rarity honestly, and especially with the 5-6 marmosets that we also have, we could be on our way to win. Unfortunately they had the perfect match, but they were still unable to win right there. And yeah, the idea is going to be to preserve the level ups until turn 7. Obviously the hamster is a tier 5 unit, so we have the chance of leveling into it on turn 7. But you also have all of the ways of scaling on turn 7 as well. You have the husky, you also have the shoebill and the polar bear, so obviously you want to be making as many level ups on turn 7 as you can, hoping to find at least one of those. Here I think we're going to be fine, even though it's kinda close. Yep, thankfully the mat was very generous to us there, so we managed to win. And yeah, do we take another okapi? Yeah, we do take one, because I think an okapi with 5 rolls in it is going to be a little bit stronger than an anteater. And also we get to prepare the level up for next turn early on, so we don't have to spend any gold. Yep, I think one more out and we'll be capped out. Yep, the cappies are 7, 8 and 8, 9 respectively. Now both of them are 8, 9. I don't know if that purchase was necessary at all, but we made it anyway. We are going to lose here, but it's okay. We have 3 hearts remaining, so I think we did pretty well in the early game considering our circumstances. We level up into a hamster, which is actually super synergistic with the okapi, because it gives you 2 free rolls. Actually you get +2/+2 for free on the okapis. Here I believe I'm going to merge them. Yep, and we level up into a husky as well, so we have both one of the units that we need for the 5 of a kind, as well as a way of scaling them up. And we also roll double crow, so at our earliest convenience we can actually get a level 2 husky. I believe we're going to be swapping the stats though. Yep. I was hoping that the stats would become permanent once we swap onto the hamster. Unfortunately they stay temporary, but it doesn't really matter. The hamster is still a 15-16 for the turn. And yeah, hopefully we get the level 2 on the husky next turn, and as well as that maybe we level up into yet another husky or hamster, who knows. The good thing about 5 hamsters is that because they give you so much extra gold, you don't really need to worry about finding all 5 of them, because that's basically a guarantee. It's more so a question of scaling them up properly, which I think we're on the right track of with the husky right there. Hopefully we sell the crow pretty soon and sell the other one in the shop as well. I'm calculating my goals, so I make sure that we have more than enough to make the level up happen. And it seems like we will get it to level 2 and we level up into a hamster as well. We're definitely going to be dropping this round because we don't have the stats necessary as we sold our strongest unit, but I think we'll be fine. We could have maybe won there with their hog being placed differently. I also believe that was Collie Wally going for 5 of a kind salamander, so props to him, I hope he got it. But yeah, hoping that we get the rest of the hamsters online. We're going to be doing some buy sales on the zebra. I think I roll past the platypus, which is a misplay because it would have given some free attack onto the hamster that we have, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Hopefully we find the rest of the hamsters because we don't really want the husky buffs to go to waste. So far so not good. You can see I'm trying to level up, but unfortunately I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, no extra hamsters, no extra levels on the husky for quicker scaling, but it's okay. We also missed a couple more platypi along the way, but I think we'll be maybe fine. It actually turned out that the purchases we made on that turn were crucial as we end up drawing right there. Getting the third hamster, which is super nice to see. A lot of the hamsters are going to generate extra gold for us, so we don't have to worry about not having enough gold to spend. And yeah, zebra buy sell, husky purchase, maybe separately because we want the extra stats. And yeah, at this point all that we want is a level 3 husky, which we will get next turn. And then 2 more hamsters to complete the 5 of a kind. Hopefully this time we don't lose, but it's looking kinda close and we actually do end up losing, which is quite sad. We're on a single heart with 6 wins left to go, so we are needing some luck right now, but I think we'll be fine. The benefit of going 5 of a kind hamster is that we get to generate some gold throughout the turn, and that can result in a couple of extra food purchases, and you can see there we purchased 2 hot dogs as well as an orange, so we get a lot of stats supplementary to the husky scaling, of course, and hopefully that is good enough to get us to draw here at the very least. Very scary looking team, but thankfully we do have just the amount of stats necessary for us to draw there. I think it's going to get easier and easier for us to win because we are going to be purchasing so many more foods, hoping that none of them land on the husky, but so far we have not been the luckiest. No matter though, at least we have lots of gold to work with. Sadly no good foods in the shop on this turn other than the orange. So yeah, I think we'll be fine this turn as well. We have the stats to spare, I think, in the 30s with the frontline hamster. A lot of people running Spinosaurus plus Vulture plus the Sabertooth, which is kinda peculiar. But yeah, because we don't really have any equipment, I don't think we have to worry about losing to that sort of team or losing our peppers to that sort of team anyway. So yeah, 5 more wins to go. We just continue doing basically standard stuff, rolling for food, hoping it goes on to the hamsters. Maybe we're going to put the husky at the back because the hamsters are going to get to 14 attack, but I guess this positioning is still fine. And it turns out that it actually made us win. Maybe whatever positioning we did would have made us win, so I don't really know about that, but at least we are still continuing to win, finding many more hamsters in the shop. And you can see the trick that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. If we decide to level up at least, yup, we get a level 2 hamster that results in 4 more extra rolls for free. We don't really need more than 5 hamsters on the team, or like we can't afford to fit them in because we only have 5 spots on the team, so it's better for us just to take the level ups. And yeah, we roll into double hamster once again, so we have the opportunity to make yet another hamster level 2, which could have been pretty cool. I might actually end up doing that, I don't really remember. Yet another Vulture summon team, this time with Komodo scaling, curiously enough. But yeah, not good enough for them to defeat us. We continue scaling up. The frontline hamster has almost 50 attack. And if we get some lucky hot dog hits, we actually might get it to 50 attack, but I don't remember what kind of food we get. It's looking like nothing special, but at the end of the turn we get a taco, which is quite nice. We're going to be winning here. most likely, actually definitely, because if we lose here we're going to lose the game. I'm thinking about some funky positioning, maybe to pop a frontline pepper, but I don't know if that's worth it at all. I might just reposition, yeah. I just like having my biggest unit at the front and just, if I lose, I lose, but thankfully they do not have a pepper on their 50-50, so we end up winning right there. 2 more wins left to go. Shop is almost full of hamsters, so we don't have to worry about the 5 of a kind not appearing. And we might actually take yet another level up on this turn for the extra gold. I guess no, because we find a lot of good food, but next turn I'm sure we will get some level ups. For now we will just enjoy the final husky buff that we're going to receive this run. The front line is almost 50-50. We will want to put some pepper onto the units, but yeah, here we win just barely. The donkey actually proved quite useful for the opponent, messing up our positioning multiple times. But yeah, we'll start scaling up the stats. I don't know why I didn't buy the orange, I think it was good for us to do so. Maybe because we're looking for peppers instead, because those would be way more useful than any slight attack and HP buffs. So yeah, I think we're going to be buying a hamster from the shop and resetting the level 2, so we get 4 more extra rolls for free. That's like 1 gold worth of efficiency right there, so it's just basic min-maxing honestly. I don't know if you are required to do this, I think we would have won regardless, but yeah, anything in the name of the free pepper. We get a level 3 here, so 6 more rolls, and we actually do manage to roll into a pepper. So I think that's going to go on the 34 attack, the 50 attack one doesn't really need it I think. Hopefully continue to roll and find another pepper. And it's looking kind of unlikely for now, but I believe that actually we will roll into the pepper, which is super lucky. We're going to put it on the 42 attack hamster, I believe. That would be the most rational thing to do. Yep, this is exactly what we do. And we are going to buy, sell the zebra and buy the hamster. So this is going to be the run. I really hope you enjoyed it. I think it was super fun to generate so much gold with shop rolling. But yeah, if you did enjoy, I hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.